out again. Well, I'm out again. This time I'm up in the Castleton area. I don't know, I always seem to choose a windy day. What's that about? Anyway, I'm going to go to a spot where I've never been before. I've hiked past it many times, but I've never actually wild camped up in this area, so this will be interesting. Right, so there you have Mamtor over there, and we're cutting across this way and heading towards a place called Eldon Hill. We were going to park down in Castleton, but we've left it a bit late to set off, and it's going to be dark in a bit. There's one of the edges, the rush edge, which is nice up there, and we're going to head up to the top of this one, over the other side, then up another hill. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a bit windy again. Well, I've just done a load of filming, but I didn't have my camera turned on. Nearly there. Just a short walk now. Right at the top of the hill. Some gorgeous views behind. We might get a nice sunset tonight. Whoa, keep slipping. I'm thinking, what am I slipping on? I look down and it's sheep shit. Anyway, I'll swim with there. Pitch up my tent. I've got a new tent that I'm testing out today. I've not used it before. It's a Hilleberg Nallo 2. Very similar to my other one. I've got the Nallo 2 GT, which is quite big. And I wanted something with a smaller footprint, so I'm not limited to where I can go. So it was perfect to test it out with it being so windy. Really windy. Whoa! Let's get shut. Right, I'll pitch it up in a bit and I'll get back to you. I hope you can hear me. It's really blowing a hoolie, but that's all right. That's good. So we made it to the top of Eldon Hill, Eldon Hill, in the Peak District. Right behind me, I don't know if you can see it, is Mamtor, right in the far distance over there. Yeah, it's a bit exposed. The ground's a bit bumpy, but I found a decent spot. So what I'm going to do now, before the sun sets, sun's about to set, is I'm going to show you around my new tent. Well, let's get on with it, shall we? So here it is. This is the Hilleberg Nallo 2. And as you can see, it's really, really windy. It's a two-man tent. The build quality is absolutely out of this world. It's to say how windy it is, it really is solid. It's major solid. You see, I found a flat piece of land, or flattage. You can see where the wind's going on the side there, but it's still holding strong. The wind's changing direction a bit. I had the wind coming up the back there, but it's changed. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. I'm not concerned about it at all. There's a footprint on the top there. That was when I was putting it up. and this is the entrance to it. I'll just open the door and I'll let you have a look inside. And there we have it inside. So it's a two-man tent. I mean, I just like a bit of luxury and I like to spread out of it. And my mat there, and my pillar. So you can see it's going to be a blustery night, but a bit flappy. But I'm going to put my ear defenders in, and I'm going to be fine. I'll be all right. I'll not hear a thing, honestly. So that's my tent. It's going to give it a good test actually, this wind. So I mean, it's the Hilleberg, you know, they're built to last, these things, and this is nothing compared to some of the things that they have to put up with. Here we go, come out of it. I mean, it looks like it's losing its shape, but it's not. It's solid. Everything's fine. Everything's how I would expect it to be. I don't think I own another tent where I would be able to put it up in this. That's pretty cool. I'll measure the wind speed in a bit actually. I think I brought my wind speed measure. You see, I'm going to be facing the sunset in a minute. It's all going to look nice. On the boil. I took the microphone off so it might not be able to hear me because it's a bit windy, but it should be alright. Yeah, so we pitched up. The wind kind of changed. We're getting gusts about 30 miles an hour. Well, I'm not going to keep turning tent round every time wind changes. It'll handle it okay. So today I'll just spin you around, let me show you. I'm having something to eat, chicken tikka and rice. As you can see, the kettle's nearly boiling. I've got the gas burner today. You see, my vestibule's not as big as in my GT, but it's alright, I can cook in it. Everything seems to be alright. Anyway, look, I must go. Kettle's boiling. So that's it, the water's gone in now, we're just waiting for it to brew, food, well, cook, whatever it is. Today I'm using my homemade spoon, first time I've ever used it. So you can tell I've been stirring it. But yeah, I make these myself. And I had to go with one of these wood burning pens, but it didn't turn out very well. But it's okay for me to use, I'm happy with that. So I should just let that do now, then I'll go and sit outside and have a bite to eat. So I think I'm going to get back in the tent now. Get me out. It's blowing a hoolie. So I'm going to get back in now, probably watch a film, make a cup of coffee and watch a film, and that'll be it, me done then. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, it's still nice and cosy in tent, still windy outside, but what can you do? I'm just inside having a nice cup of coffee. I was going to put a film on, but I decided to wait a bit. It's shining on me too much on my face, I think that's better. How's that? Oops, there we go. But I decided I might pop out again in a bit, so I don't want to settle down just yet. I don't think there's going to be any a cloudless sky, so we'll see many stars, but it's not always about that, is it? It's about just coming out and getting a bit of fresh air and having a good time and relaxing. So I'm happy, I'm good, I'm all right. He's listening to some music now. Whoop, sorry, I just moved the camera. Yeah, he's in his tent listening to music. But we are going to get out again in a minute, about another half an hour, after I've had my coffee, just to see what's going on and see what we can see. Morning folks. Well, that was a good night. Very breezy. It's still just as bad as it was when we set up. Daniel's just said that he had a really good night's sleep. I slept for a full 28 seconds. Yeah, it was good. Nah, it was alright, it wasn't too bad. I put my ear defenders in and I was fine. So I just woke up. It's what, 20 to 7, something like that. I got up in the middle of the night just to see if the sky was clear, but it wasn't. So now I'm gonna have a brew. The kettle's on. Have a quick coffee, quick tidy up. There's a place we want to go and have a look at further down. So yeah, it was all right. It was good. Yeah, it was good. I was worried because it was the first time I've been out before I went to bed, and I was cold before I got to bed, and I thought, whoa. And I've only got my summer sleeping bag, but it's a Rab Solar 2 it is. But you know what, I was toasty warm in that. I'm really impressed with it. But I think it's only got a couple of more outings left before the down one comes back out. But no, it's been all right. I watched the film. I must have got about, I don't know, an hour into it and boom, gone straight to sleep. And then I woke up to get up, like I said, to have a look at the stars, but nothing. But I've been awake for a while, just listening to the wind. But no, it's all right. It's a night out, isn't it? You can't complain. Anyway, I'm going to make a brew and I'll catch up with you later. So I'm up out of bed, got my coffee. It's really, really windy still. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if I'll be able to do the video because the wind's that bad. I've got this microphone, but I'm not sure it's going to make any difference. But you never know. Still worth doing. So that's it. We've had a sleep. Just got to pack up now. This is called Eldon Hill. In fact, I'll just sweep you around so you can have a look. So this is Eldon Hill. The top is just up there. Not many flat spots, but you know, we found one downside, and the fence that runs down there runs down that side of the quarry. You just see the remnants of the quarry there, and that that path that goes at the side of it is the Dale's Way. A few sheep. You got Mamtor over there, but you can't see it because it's got covered in mist and fog, and so if anybody's up on Kinder, they're going to go wake up to a nice thick dose of fog today. We're not that high. We're about, I think we're 470, so 470 metres, something like that. So it's not too bad here. So yeah, so I'm going to have a coffee and clear up. The tent and the new tent, the Nallo GT, the Nallo 2, stood up really well. I didn't even have to get up and put just a peg or just a guy line. I mean, it's proper blowing, but it just never budged. Never budged. It's absolutely rock solid. I've just opened the back end up to let some air run through it, just to get rid of a little bit of condensation. But there's not much. You can't even see it unless you wipe your finger on it. But it's absolutely fine. It'll be gone now. But that is one good tent. I'm telling you, it's really solid. I mean, my other one's the same, but I've got an extra bit. I've got a third pole that comes up where the front of this would be, and then an extra metre there. So it's really big. And as much as I love it, if I'd have come here with it, there wouldn't have been anywhere to put it up. So I take that when I know that you know, I'm going to get a pitch, and when I don't, I'll take this, and if I'm still not uncertain, I'll take the bivvy bag. But no, this is really good. I'm impressed with this. But I knew I would be, because I've got a version of it. So, you know, that's the one I'll be taking to Sweden, in the Arctic Circle when we're going in the winter, because it's a 4-season tent. If you notice, I'll flip you around again. At the bottom of the tent, it touches the floor, so it keeps you insulated all the time. But the downside to that is that air doesn't flow through. But you know, to get rid of any moisture. But you see, you can open that, and this little hole at the front of the door, you know, it doesn't affect you in any way. If it rains, it doesn't come in, or that flat bit flapping about would be tucked inside. So, you know, it's not. You've still got. I mean, in fact, I've had it open for about, I don't know, 3 minutes since just before I started this video, and the condensation's gone now. It's all gone. And what I did, I don't know if you can hear me. I've just bring it around the back. As you can see, you can open up the back of it, and so the wind is coming in from the back. That's why you pitch it up the rear to the wind. So the wind is really going to blow through it now, and it's going to wick any moisture away. So Hilleberg tents, mate. Look how it's going in at the side there, but it doesn't detract from how strong it is. It's just amazing tent. Anyway, that'll be it for me today. Well, I might do a little chat as we're walking down. Daniel's he's up. He's had his breakfast. I'm not bothering. There's Dan in his. That's a Hilleberg Nallo. That's a 3-season tent. And if you can see at the bottom of Daniel's tent, it doesn't quite touch the floor. There you go, look. So that's a 3-season tent. Right, so that's me. I'll catch up with you later. Cheers. That's it, another one done. Dan's driving us back. We're just driving down somewhere else to have a quick look about, and then we're going to go home. It was a good camp, that. Weather was, well, not brutal, but it weren't far off. But it was a good test for the kit, so all's good. A good long sleep, all 28 seconds of it. Yeah, it was alright. So, thanks for watching. If you do like it, click the like and the subscribe thingy, and I'll catch you up in the next one. Cheers.